Now we're live. So I'm going to start introducing myself for everyone here. I'm Mel Tavares. I'm from São Paulo. I live here. I like to study languages. I love animals. I like eating. I intend to work with the languages in the future, maybe as a translator, as an interpreter, and that's it. What about you, Daniela? Can I call you Dani? Is
Yes,
that
yes,
okay?
Danny is better. Danny is better for me. My name is Danny. I'm living in São Paulo. I'm 34 years old. Um, in my free time, I like watch series, watch move. Um, I have one cat. That's it. And you,
Great.
Mari?
Good morning, guys. My name is Mariangela. Tell me, Mary. I'm 32 years old. I live in Atibaia, São Paulo. I'm married. I graduated in Analysis and Systems Development. I currently work from home. In my free time, I like to cook, listen to music, read a book, go out to walk, cut my garden. That's it.
Great. What about you, Alexandre? Can you introduce yourself for us?
Right. My name is Alexandre, but out of my life, people call me uh, Ale, Alex, Xandão, Xandinho, Xande. A lot of nicknames. So I live in Vitória, Espírito Santo. I'm 70 years old. I'm married. I'm married twice. I have three kids, two mechanical engineer and a lawyer. And I enjoy study English. I think it's my hobby now. Yes, this week I start to, I don't know, study, but uh, try to start French, right? Because the Olympic Paris is inspiring me to go there one day, right? And I enjoy studying English, going the beach because I live pretty close to the beach, uh, biking, going to go to the gym, swimming. I just come from the swimming pool, and when I'm inspired to play, I can play some bossa nova and watch TV to complete my to relax sometimes. That's it.
Okay, very nice. And what about you, Osvaldo? Can you say something about you?
Okay, good morning for everyone. I hope you are well, you have a nice day today. Well, um, I have to say that I'm here in Talk from 2 months. I started on last May, the end of the last May, and I think I was motivated to study English. It's not about my tasty, only because I would like to getting better opportunities for my life, for my family. Uh, but the day was passing by, and I'm liking to study and learning more English, and trying to get more confidence to speaking. Yeah, and I think it's because I'm a curious person, so I like to learn about many topics, and language is another one. Yeah, and I'm a developer since 2020, but I've worked as some kinds of jobs, some like that IT analyst, support, or system analyst. I was self-employed entrepreneur, and I was day trader. I was broking in another in another small business. Yeah. In summary, I think that's it.
Great. So I think everybody said, I'm going to introduce the platform a little bit, and then we can start the conversation, okay? So here, Talking Talk is a platform where we can practice English, French, Italian, Spanish, and Mandarin. In the future, we'll have maybe other languages too. And here is a safe place to practice, to make mistakes. We are not here to judge anybody. We are here to learn, to develop ourselves in many different ways. And that's it. So I'm not a teacher. I'm not going to teach you anything. I'm just a student like you. But we are going to learn a lot from the conversation and this immersion in general. Okay. So here we are in 5. I think that's okay to keep it like that. So let's start. Mary, can you read and answer the first question?
Sure. What does leadership mean to you? It's very good questions. Well, in my point of view, I think so. Leadership take care of others so that they can develop and grow in the company. See the potentials they have in the employee. I think this.
Okay. And what about you, Osvaldo? What do you think about it?
Oh my goodness, I will try don't talk bad words about that. I will try to explain my ideas, but I think the main role about leadership in the environment company, for example, is about the capacity that the person manage your team and keep the tasks and financial management of the company in the better way that is possible. I think it's the main. But I know that we've heard about how we are improving the people to increase your careers and so on. But I think the main role about leadership, leaders, managers, CIO, and so on, is about that. And I'm not, and I agree with this view, because I think it's so important the financial health and work management as healthier as possible. So yeah, I think it's about that. In our personal environment, I would like to say that, in my opinion, leadership is about the way that you can make another people feel a little bit better, and try to drive the another people's to the good path. For example, I'm a father, and I live with my fiance and a stepson, so I try to be a good man for all these stakeholders. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, I think it's um like about what you guys said. I think it's the leadership is important, and I think it's the what makes in many environments the workflow, the things flow, because we have somebody as a leader to conduce the work, the people. And I think for example, at the corporate environment is even more important, because people feel more safe, I'd say, to count on a leader, to have someone who they can count on, you know. And just to clarify, this is an immersion 100% in English, but if we need to use another word in Portuguese here or there, that's okay. Okay? But yeah, I think that's it. And what about you, Daniela? What do you think about it?
I totally agree with Mary and with Oswald. For me, the good leadership in company this man um, help you growth in your career, in your life. But I believe that uh, that exists other leadership in your life. For example, in my family, my father was leader because this he is a good man. He is help me help me help me this choice, very choices, and that's it.
Okay. And what about you, Alexandre? How do you see it?
So for me, leadership is a person who can who have the ability to guide a group and for the good in a company or in a school or in a class. Uh, yeah, that's it. I think leadership is a person, a good person who everyone call him to for some advice, some leadership. That's it.
Okay. And Alexandre, do you consider yourself a leader in any environment you frequent?
So personally, I don't think I am a leadership, but everyone think, right? Yeah, since I was studying in school, in the primary school or in the secondary school, people was calling me to guide the group. Every work I had, I was leader because I was choosing to be leader, right? In a bank, I worked 35 years in a bank Brazil, and I was every time called to be leader, to to be manager, to be supervisor, to see the cashier chef, but I didn't apply it for me. I didn't like to be leader all the time because it's so tired. On and off, I was there, but uh, a lot of people, managers, ask me why don't you are a manager? You need your how to say your score is so high. So I don't want to be a manager because you need to immerse yourself every day in every situation, and that you tired. But I think we are here to live, to enjoy the life. People think that they live to work, but I think we need to work for live, right? We work and live. Live for work only, I don't agree.
Okay. Can you choose someone to answer the same question?
The same question, I think everyone also know. Mary, I think Mary not didn't.
Mhm.
Hello, Mary, can you answer?
Okay, I will answer.
Oh,
Did you
okay. Oh,
answer?
sorry. I wanted to do something different now. That's why my mind just stopped for a while. Okay, let's start doing something different. Mary, as you were chosen, choose a number of the next question you will
Okay.
answer. You don't even have to read the questions, so you will kind of still,
Well, I chose
if
the
you,
answer number 4.
yeah,
Okay.
okay.
Can anyone become a leader? um, in my point of view, yes, because I believe all the persons, all the peoples have a capacity and change your life about the conhecimento and acquire the different points of view and become a leader, uh, giant the difficult into the family and your work. Uh, all the moment, I think it is this moment turn. How can I say turn? Sorry, guys. Become all the persons, all the peoples in leader. I think it is the moment become all the persons in leader. Difficult moment. I
Okay,
think it
I see
is.
it. And do you agree with her, Osvaldo? How do you see it?
Yeah, for sure. I believe everyone can do whatever you want because I believe in effort and persistent and so on. I consider myself a kind of this person. I don't know if everyone knows, but I've talked when I've decided to start my development career journey. I've started to study I've been when I've worked in a small business and I've decided to sell that business to reserve more time to study and I've taken a part of that money to pay my bills and to keep my mind inside with this kind of the curses and so on. And I agree with Mary for sure. Yeah, and I agree with Alexandre too. It's important to live besides to work. Yeah, I think that's it. I will talk a little bit about question number 5. I don't know if I can, Mel.
Let's wait until everyone can answer,
Okay.
and then you go with the number 5.
Okay. I think that's it.
Okay, great. And what about you, Alexandre? How's that for you?
So I have a lot of experience in working, in work hard in my life. And I think from my experience, from my perspective, not. Because a leader, for me, is a person who is able to guide the group to make the group productive and make the group happy, right? And I was managed by a lot of bad leaders. They couldn't inspire the group to grow. Everyone was complaining about him or about her all the time. So in 35 years working in a bank, I think it's more than 100 leader, right? And some of them was so bad. And you can, I'll give you uh, an example. It's my perspective. I think Lula is a good leader. Bolsonaro not. Maduro is so bad leader. Putin, right? Barack Obama was a good leader. So a good leader, they have the ability to guide the group, but not to impose something in the group. For this perspective, I think not everyone can be a leader, but not to guide it better.
Yeah. Okay. And what about you, Daniela? Do you agree with the guys?
Sure. I believe that any one person can be leadership, but existing other abilities que precisam ser treinadas. One person leader, I need a good speak, a good person, and other abilities. But um, our people is not have abilities in your life. But I believe that the persons can be try about this. It,
Yeah. I think like like can everyone can be better. I'd say they can improve the abilities that a leader has, but about becoming like a real leader, a great leader that will know how to guide people, that will know how to to treat people. Like I think it's not for everybody. I'd say anyone can try, anyone can be better, anyone can improve themselves, but I don't know if everybody can be like a great leader. I think it depends, of course, on the the how can I say the efforts that they put into being a leader. You know. So Osvaldo, about what you said, can you read and answer the number that you wanted to answer? Number 5, right?
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Would you rather just your job and not have to deal with the responsibility of leadership, or would you rather be and behave like a leader, dealing with this responsibility? Well, in my opinion, depend of the context. For example, I prefer to put my efforts on my own business, my own projects, that put my efforts in another dreams. I think everyone are uh, understand me, but hey Mel, your
You can
image.
say. Yeah, you
Okay.
can say.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
No, don't worry. I will continue and finish. Yeah, so yeah, it's good now. uh, and in my opinion, for example, I've been worked in a side project for last 1 year and 2 months, and that project I was how can I say that I was cut die by another partners. But in this opportunity, I practicing about leadership, about another skills about my career, for example, design project, define requisites, and so on. So take that I've taken that moment to practice a good skills, and I just to finish, Alexandre, speaking, he's talking that he wasn't looking for a manager position, but maybe I believe we don't know that we have a good characteristic about something. So maybe we have a good characteristic to be a leader, for example, and we don't know about that. So it's important, in my opinion, important to try and taste some in your free time, if you want, if you like, to improve yourself and maybe to become a leader.
Okay. And what do you think about it, Daniela? Do you agree with him?
Sure. I am very shy, and then I prefer uh, just your my job, but I I know that this is important to the other characteristics for leadership. But now, because I am very shy, I don't know. I prefer just my job.
Okay, and what about you, Alexandre? How's that for you?
It's a very good question because I'd rather do my job better and better. And I try to do it every day because I love it working in the banking. Just I think it was born to work in the banking. But even though I wasn't a leader, was applying for a leader. I was other times reply manager who was in vacation. Uh, there was a time that I was replying a manager in May, in June I was replying another manager, and in July I was replying another manager. So it's very good for me. Everyone was calling me to make some lideration. When the manager was going to have lunch, was giving the key to lock money and give money for the cashier, right? Responsibility about money, but it wasn't in my heart to be leader all the time. I knew people was calling me to be leader, but I rather have my work better and leave the bank at 4:50. I was leaving because I'd like to go to my house, put a sneaker and uh, uh, soft clothes and to walk around the beach, running in the sun, right? Every day in the afternoon. And the leader need to be in the company at 8 a.m., 7 a.m., and leave at 7 p.m., 8 p.m., drink a lot of meeting with the supervisor, with the superintendent, right? Uh, it wasn't good for me. I think I I like be quiet and help them when they need.
Okay. And what about you, Mary? How do you see it?
No, I like doing my work, but I believe that when faced with difficulties, we become leaders. I can be a good leader. Just I have done in some situations at home, at the church, and with my TCC TNET college. I currently do volunteer work in IT community, and the co-founder is always due to person problems and ask me to take it over while he is away. Então, I agree about this leadership is big responsibility. Now is big responsibility about this IT community with me, and I agree. I good leadership. I am a good leader.
Okay. Daniela, I think you answered already the question, right?
This next question. This question I
Yeah, number
just
5. Okay, so can you choose another question that we didn't answer?
Number 6. What are the pros and cons of being the leader of a group? For me, the cons is many responsibilities, grandes poderes, grandes responsabilidades. I don't know, this theme for me is difficult because I don't know many words for explain what they think, but I don't know. This I will pass the other person. Sorry, Osvaldo.
Okay, no problem.
Don't worry, Daniel. We are in a safe place to try. Don't worry.
Yes.
Okay. Well, in my opinion, the cons is about like Daniela said, that people have a lot of appointments, and like Alexandre said, I know that person, the kind of people many times don't see the how can I say that word? Yes, that people can't see the sun. I know. And the pros depends, because I know that some people like of the kind of let me see, status besides money, you know. I know some people love status more than money. So of course that kind of people normally earn more money because of their responsibilities, and the money is another pros in my opinion. But like I said, in my case, I could to become a leader if that position is about my own dream, you know, not about the another dream. So I think that's it. I really I really want to, I really love to do my job, and I really can do that with more effort, but depends of my alignment, you know, depend of the alignments. Yeah, I think that's it. And for you, no.
For me, I think it's like the pros and cons. The pros is like you have the you kind of destaca between other people, you know, so you kind of are more required maybe for different projects, for different things that the other people probably wouldn't get the chance to, because somebody has to do the job. But if you are more qualified, people, your superiors, will call you, to do that. And I think the cons is like that you, I don't know, you kind of, you are more required. As it's a good and a bad thing, because every time people will cobrar you about something, and that's it. I think it's always, people will expect you to do very many things, so you always be required, and people will expect you to deal with things that maybe you weren't even supposed to do, but now because of that you have to deal with that, so it's kind of like that. And about the other question, I'm not sure if I answered. I think it depends of the person. For me, I choose, I'd rather to have this responsibility, because I think it's good for me, even though the cons, because I think it's better. It's better, in my point of view, to do different things, but maybe not just to be there at the base. Maybe you can have the opportunity to have a different step, to step higher each time. And I think it's important, for me at least. That's what I'm talking. What about you, Mary? How do you see it?
The question number 6, okay?
Yeah.
Well, I believe that the pros are the personal development that you acquire. Um, e os contras is letting it take over in way that can harm the team because they are feeling superior. I think this.
Yeah. And what about you, Alexandre? Do you agree with us? What do you think?
So about the cons and the pros, I think the cons is, for me, it's only to get there earlier and to leave there late. Yeah, because it's very hard. It was very hard for me. But the pros is you can save more money, like in a bank when you are invited to reply or you are nominee, a manager or supervisor, you your salary grow is more, so you can grow your savings, right? And it's a good pros. You have more money in the end of the month. And in the other situation, you are being watched for your leader all the time when you stand up for the team, right? Even though you are not leader. And I don't know if it's cons or pros, but sometimes I felt like I was a natural leader in a team because every time people was calling me to do something that was not my job, like give me the key of the lock or give me a lot of dollars to deliver to the captain, to the ship captain. I remember one day the manager put in my I don't know, gaveta, $32,000 to deliver to the captain. And then he put it in the last gaveta. What can I say gaveta, pessoal?
I think it's drawer, something like that.
Yeah, and but I was he put it in the last. I didn't use the last. Every day I use the 1, 2, and 4. I have 4 compartment, and he put it in the last compartment. It was Friday, but the captain didn't appear to take this $32,000, right? And then I closed my my cashier at 4. They went away to my house, and the agents was having some reformers at night. People was working there to make some work inside. It was Friday night. In the Saturday in the morning, I remember, oh my gosh, $32. Where is it? And then I got the money. Oh, did you get the dollar back? No. Why? You didn't deliver to the captain? No. And this $32 was there on Saturday, and the agency was full of people working, doing a lot of working. Imagine, it was out of the law. And then we need to open the agency at 10 a.m. on Saturday, only to go there, me and my supervisor and the manager who had the password to open the agency to get this dollar. And the lock was supposed to open on Monday, next Monday. So it was impossible to put this money in the lock, right? So the manager got this money to his house because he couldn't leave it there. It was very hard. Maybe I was called to do something. It was not my responsibility. And then when something is not your responsibility, you pay less attention to it, right? That's it happened to me.
Yeah, so I forgot, where did you work? Is that happened to you?
Banco do Brasil. Yeah,
What was your position like? Where did you?
I was working as a cashier, receiving money, they pay money, he pay boletos, the bills. I was attending the older people line because I'll have more patience with them, right? Because older
Okay.
people need to receive patience from the young person. People don't think about that, but the older people they feel sad, they feel painful, right? They feel like they don't is able to do anything because they are old. So I have patience to guide them, to attend them every day. And my place was the first place in the platform. So it was easy for the supervisor go to my place and put something. Oh, do this for me, do this for me, do this for me, do this for me. Every time I was doing something that wasn't my job. In that moment, my job was attend the line, right? Not give something, do something extra,
Yeah,
right?
I see it. And what you said about it's not your responsibility. So there are the two extremes, like, and it have in the same um, situation happen. I think it can happen both when it's not your priorities. So you kind of forget about it a little bit. But also there are some moments maybe that because it's not your responsibility, maybe you think like, okay, it's a favor for someone, so I can't miss with it, I can't lose it, I can't um mess the situation up. But it happens the both in the same situation sometimes. And I think I'm glad that
Yeah.
you solved the problem, like you everything was okay after. But it already happened to me when I don't know, I was required to do something that I didn't like, that I wasn't supposed to. And some another person like kind of did something bad, not something bad, but they prejudiced me. somehow. So, but after I couldn't do what I was supposed to do because of that. But after that was okay. The situation was okay. But that was a bad situation for me because somebody prejudiced me, and didn't even did nothing to the person, bad to the person. No, it was just like another a part of the team, but the person did that to me. I don't know even why, but we are dealing with people, so we have to be cautious about it, about what we say sometimes when it's not the right person to talk about that with you. Maybe if Alexandre said something, did something different, or I don't know, some people could just have stolen it. No, a bad person that just doesn't have a character, a great character. I think it could be ended up in a very different way. But yeah, I think it's complicated. So guys, we have a few more minutes. I think we have the time to answer one more question. Mary, choose another one if you want to answer.
Okay. Mm,
And yeah, go ahead. But Danny, do you want to say something more about it that you maybe thought a little bit more? No? Okay. Go ahead, Mary.
uh, okay. I chose this questions number 9. Mm. Is it easy to become a leader? So, my point of view, no. I think no about these questions, but I believe other persons have personality or development your personality, your how can I say abilities, your abilities. I think so. Other persons have the change your abilities, then decided turn it to leader. I think so. Don't have easy, but it's possible. It's possible during the timing, plus your ability, your mind, your perspective about of life, uh, different point of view. I think it is not easy become a leader, but it's possible.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's not, it's complicated. I'd say it involves so many different things, abilities, skills, but it's possible, as Mary said. And I think if we don't even have to become like a leader to learn with them. I think we can always improve just by learning something with them, just like a hard skill or soft skills. I think it's more possible. It's more, yeah, possible. But I think it's always good to even at least to repair to them, to see how they work, how they do things. Maybe you can be better just by observing them, I'd say. What about you, Alexandre?
So, is it easy to become a leader when the people have this like this capacity to internalize in his heart, like a good leader? I think he was born with these skills, right? To be a leader and to try to be leader since they are a baby, a kid, or adult. It's a good leader, and a good leader need to be the two capacities, soft and hard skill, right? And sometimes some leader have don't have any capacity because they want to be leader because they want to save money, right? But they don't have any capacity to be neither soft or hard skills to lead. So I think it's possible for people developing his ability, but will take a lot of time to show he is a good leader. On the other hand, there are people who have this capacity internalizing in himself is easy to guide the people, to guide the different situation in a group, and soft skills and hard skills is like showing up because this person is very good, everyone like them, right? Something like that.
Yeah, I see it. And what do you think about it, Danny? Is it easy?
Sure. Mm, For me, it's not easy, but it's possible. I agree with Mary, because the person leadership has characteristics. The soft skills and hard skills is not easy. It's not easy get new characteristics, but it's possible.
Yeah. And how do you see it, Osvaldo? Do you agree with the others?
Yeah, for sure. In my opinion, my point of view, if you are talking about hard skills, is easier to learn because are some like that technicals, Scrum management, time management, and so on, for example. So if we are talking about soft skill, it's harder than that, in my opinion, but it is possible to improve ourselves about that topics for sure. I agree with Alexandre said that, in my opinion, soft skills will take more time to development, you know? Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, interesting. So, guys, I wish we had more time to talk more about this. I think it's a great topic, but we have 3 more minutes, and I want to know quickly, what did you guys learn? You can say something about the language or something, a lesson that is not necessarily to be related to the language, but something that you learned today. Mary, can you start saying something that you learned?
Sure. Today, I make you think so. This subject is very different for me, but it's very important. And I learned these new words. I respected the other's point of view, and it's so great for me. Thank you so much, guys. Nice to meet you. Is very important this immersion because I have the opportunity the learning the others words, constructions, the phrases, and I have many difficult expressing my point of view sometimes, and that's it. Thank you, Mel.
Yeah,
One more.
it's great having you here at 9 a.m., a different group of people, but that's amazing.
Yes, different group people.
And what about you, Dani? What did you learn?
I like this immersion. I like the listening to Alexandre and to other peoples, but Alexandre has more histories is interest for me because this listening is better. It gets better. Thank you,
Thank you.
guys. That's it.
Thank you for being here. And what about you, Osvaldo? What did you learn today?
Well, I have to say that in talk immersion happens interesting things. Sometimes the language is the lower part of the that moment. We've usually learn about many interesting topics and increase our knowledge about the language. It was amazing. It was a pleasure to be here with all of you guys, and I hope see you next time.
Yeah, I do that too. I do too. I hope to see you soon, guys. And for last but not least, what about you, Alexandre? What did you learn?
So I guess this immersion took me to the past, to a lot of situation since I start to work. Even in a, I don't know how to say that, but tiro de guerra. Do you know tiro de guerra? Uh, every city has
Identity.
a every city has a as I say, a war department when people are called to serve, maybe for 6 months or 1 year, and even there I could do my job better. I remember it's a good reminder about my life in a bank, in just all my life. I was remember everything that was passing. This match was very good for me.
Amazing, guys. I'm so glad you all are here. That was an amazing immersion, an amazing conversation. I just sent the survey link on the chat, so if you guys can just leave a comment there telling how was the conversation for you, and if you have any suggestions, that would be amazing to know. It's anonymous, so I don't know who sent each message, but that's it. Thank you all for being here, and I hope to see you soon, anytime. Okay.
Thank you